don't know. I think it's just a bump.
Okay. Now we're going to start.
Okay, boys, before we get into it, let's set up the next heat, shall we? Miguel Pupo, who we just saw with the epic run in Tahiti last year, going up against Kolohe Andino. Kolohe San Clemente finished a 17th at pipe, coming off a 17th at pipe for Kolohe Andino. And Kelly Slater doing that again today, Pete. He had 14-year-old Kaisei out in the water.
He's
been riding Slater Design since he was 11 and got a chance to caddy for Kelly today. All right, Miguel Pupo up on his first wave. Few turns before the wave. Kolohe Andino taking off with priority on his first wave. Nice move up into the lip, takes the fall there, trying to find another piece of open face to work with, but cannot, Strider.
Yeah, you know what, though? I like that he's getting going because he needed to.
Farron Mamiya hoping one of these waves is going to bring him a 6.67. In the meantime, Kolohe Andino with a good turn off the top, manages the return to the base.
Well, he's not afraid. He'll put it down at Tahiti. He'll put it down, even in Brazil, getting perfect 10s in the barrel.
Pick that up in a second because Miguel Pupo finding a little bit of a barrel out there and then going into the swooping car back into the whitewash to finish that wave off. Currently, he and Kolohe Andino are the priority.
I really like it. And Miguel Pupo, he would have drawn off of that and watched him and said, you know what? I like it. I can go out there and I can win my heat.
Miguel Pupo telling me earlier today that he gets far more nervous watching Sammy compete than he does himself. Certainly no nerves showing on this wave early on for Miguel Pupo.
Love the style. Again, just the perfect speed control on your backhand. So difficult to drag your bum here at Sunset Beach. At Pipe, whole different story. The face is nice and smooth, so you can drag on the way down.
Speaking of claiming something, Seth Moniz claiming his spot in the round of 16. He is standing by with Laura Enneper.
Yes, down here with a happy and relieved Seth Moniz.
And we're talking like subtle differences, right? I mean, ultimately, he can make that adjustment on the fly pretty easily.
And Miguel Pupo with priority, 4-0 against Kolohe Andino and looking for a big score here. Tags the lip line a few times, cannot stick the landing though. So he was looking for a 3.41, to overtake Kolohe Andino in the lead. Got a few nice turns there in Strider before he took that fall at the end.
It's wild. Look at this paddle in. Beautiful. Right under the whitewash on his back. So gets a great setup, gets a quick carve off, and then he's looking for more. Does another quick snap, jabbed it pretty hard, then went right back up. But right there, when all that water came down on him, it must have slammed him because he was looking around looking funny at the end.
Well, you think about the floater at the very end section, all of a sudden the wind is kind of accelerating up the face, and you're trying to get that board back and get the wind vertical like that, and then all of a sudden he's trying to whip it off to get the wind underneath.
And here's Miguel Pupo trying to utilize some of that here at Sunset to keep the lead. Dragging, trying to find the barrel, but cannot find it.
Perfect example.
Just gets caught.
So true.
Kolohe Andino has priority and is in the priority heat, so he is owning this wave, running down the line, trying to find a piece of open face to work with, and does not. A great spot with priority and the lead and taking off. So he's looking for something to work with. Tags the lip one time there. Up again, you see the spray, sticks the landing. He's pumped about that one, and rightfully so.
Huge moment in the heat. Really, really huge moment. Being that Kolohe pulled the trigger on the first wave, it looked like it was a good one. Didn't give him the opportunity. Only needed a 3.67, and sure enough, there's Miguel on the next wave behind it.
If you watch it. So look, he comes in. He's got a bigger board, so he's got more glide. And right there, he gets a nice little setup turn. But this finish turn right here,
early.
He went up early. So they could get out of it early so that he wasn't falling with the lip. I mean, we saw him awkwardly fall earlier. So that's something that he has recognized, and that's something Sunset, it demands from you, to get up into that lip early and get away from it, because otherwise you're falling with that.
On that finishing turn, up and riding. Again, we have
answer. Kolohe
Andino trying to answer. You saw him in that barrel, swooping carve to finish that wave. So we caught the tail end of that wave, but we did see him get a little bit of a barrel there. He needed a 7.46 after Miguel's last wave was worth a 7.0.
So here goes Kolohe's wave into the tube, threads the needle, disappears for a second. The judges will like that, and then kind of has a soft cutback off the end there.
So Miguel Pupo looks like he's coming out of that heat over Kolohe Andino. We'll be right back at the Hurley Pro.